Apparently, there's a WNBA player named A'ja Wilson. Apparently, she's pretty good. Caitlin Clark brings it down, goes twice between her legs, step back jack. A'ja Wilson doesn't like that. A'ja Wilson isn't smart enough to understand that everybody's going to get fat because of Caitlin Clark. Everybody won't get fat if they keep bringing up the ridiculous, idiotic, and tired old notion of racism.
Wilson has called out Caitlin Clark in a full-fledged drama fire. I asked this the most intense rivalry in WNBA history that has everyone talking.
A'ja Wilson, who bitch whined and moaned and continues to bitch whine and moan that Caitlin Clark is only popular because she's white, couldn't be more.
A'ja Wilson, a three-time WNBA MVP, is unstoppable on the court thanks to her outstanding stats and back-to-back incredible seasons. She is unquestionably one of the league's best athletes, but she takes her game to the next level off the court as well.
Nelson Adota trying to save it and does. And now Clark comes up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from three, will dip inside and lay it in.
In a recent intense interview, she made some shocking allegations that are appending the basketball community. She didn't just call down Caitlin Clark, alluded to a more serious problem that has been simmering beneath the surface for some time. As a rising star and generational leader, Clark considered pulling up from three, dipping inside, and laying it in. Caitlin Clark. Talent's incredible performances and fearless demeanor have made her the talk of the town in both college basketball and the WNBA, but she's not having any of it. Why is Caitlin Clark receiving so much recognition for my achievements from the previous season alone? If that wasn't enough, they went one step further and said that Caitlin's whiteness is the sole reason she receives this much attention.
Far off. Hey, look, we love Steph Curry as a black man because of how he plays. We don't give two craps about Steph Curry or Caitlin Clark being white, black, green, or purple. When in doubt, yell racism, and when in doubt, look stupid doing it. And the latest is this moron named A'ja Wilson.
To ensure you don't miss any of our videos, please like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're enjoying this one. AI has already claimed that Paige, who is slated to join the WNBA soon, isn't receiving enough attention because she is a black woman. A'ja didn't stop with Caitlin Clark. She also included Paige Buers in the mix. A'ja seems to be frustrated because she feels underappreciated and wonders why her MVP seasons, record-breaking performances, and titles aren't making her the league's face. However, this is where things start to get crazy. The internet surged with fans taking sides and saying that race plays a part in media narratives after A'ja stated that Caitlin Clark should be banned for life for what she called a lack of respect for the game and its pioneers. Others claim that A'ja is exaggerating, but here's what she had to say. It seems like a big deal to me. Many people may claim that it isn't about race, but in my opinion, it is because even if you are a black woman, people don't want to see that because they don't think it is marketable. As a result, no matter how hard I work or what we do as black women, we will still be ignored. For this reason, it enrages me when people claim that it isn't about race because it is actually applause. AA.
Austin, one-on-one, leaned in just a bit. A'ja Wilson trying to draw the charge instead. Layup for Aaliyah Austin.
The argument between A'ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark. A'ja isn't just about statistics or awards. It's about what constitutes greatness in the WNBA and who deserves the spotlight. This frustration stems from jealousy and an inability to accept that Caitlin Clark has changed the game in ways that A'ja has never done. Players like Breanna Stewart and Diana Taysai have reportedly weighed in.
Good look from three. She got it! The first three in the career of Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark does not need much space here.
A'ja Wilson is a member of the Las Vegas Aces, a squad with so much quality that they could likely win games with just half of their lineup. Plum, Kelsey with teammates like Chelsea Gray and Jackie Younger, who are not only supporting players but also stars in their own right. A'ja has the luxury of playing in a system that lets her perform well without bearing the entire burden. If we're being completely honest, Kelsey Plum deserves more credit than she receives because of her playmaking, scoring, and ability to take over games, which makes life much easier for A'ja. If Kelsey hadn't been there to pick up the slack, would a Ja still be an MVP? Although a Ja thrives in a well-oiled machine, it's important to remember that MVP stands for Most Valuable Player, not Best Player on a stacked team. Without Kelsey, a Ja's numbers and impact would likely decline, so when a Ja says she's the league's most valuable player, one has to wonder who the Aces could still dominate without her. The same cannot be said for Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever, a faltering club that had been in decline for years, was saved when Caitlin Clark joined the WNBA. After just 8 months, Caitlin transformed a forgettable squad that was hardly making headlines and distant from postseason contention into a contender.
It is Caitlin Clark able to clear for Indiana.
Caitlin coming off that 20-point performance right here, handling the physicality.
Similar to a Ja, her leadership has been nothing short of revolutionary, as her presence forced her teammates to step up their game. Caitlin is the only star bearing the team's weight and juggling the tremendous burden of being a rookie in the spotlight, so she doesn't have the luxury of having several all-stars share the load. Although Ajin may wish to question Caitlin's recognition, she hasn't had to contend with the same level of difficulty as Caitlin in her debut season.
2 for 1.
Clark, bounce pass, there's Boston.
Although AJ is happy of her MVP title, it's evident that Caitlin's recognition as the WNBA Player of the Year and My Magazine's Athlete of the Year has touched a nerve. This is one of his greatest grievances regarding the accolades Caitlin has earned. These awards demonstrate Caitlin's exceptional achievements to the game, both on and off the court. This is how a team's performance affects a Ja's MVP. The MVP award is frequently up for argument, but Player of the Year and Athlete of the Year make it apparent that Caitlin's awards honor both her individual brilliance and the league's overall influence. The impact of Caitlin goes beyond basketball. She is a cultural phenomenon in addition to being a fantastic player.
Bag Benley lays it in. Fourth assist for Clark. Katie Lou Samuelson can't hit the long two.
Let's be honest, a Ja Wilson's remarks were blatantly jealous. In just 8 months, Caitlin Clark has accomplished what many players, including a Ja, haven't in 10 years. She has broken attendance records, gained a sizable fan base, and elevated the WNBA to a conversational subject. Although she has been in the league for years, has never had the same economic or cultural impact as Caitlin, who has done so nearly immediately. This isn't just about race, albeit it is worthwhile to examine Jay's assertion that Caitlin's attention is linked to her race because she is white, even if racial dynamics undoubtedly influence media narratives. Merit is the foundation of Caitlin's success. She is achieving statistics that are comparable to and frequently exceed those of previous MVPs. Her highlights are must-see. Her games are thrilling, and she has become well-known. Her talent and marketability are the direct causes of her fame.
Just below us here in Kansas City, Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark, guard for the Indiana Fever. From Des Moines, been a Chiefs fan since she was a kid, the AP Female Athlete of the Year and the first overall pick in the WNBA Draft, Rookie of the Year, and the first rookie to make the first team all.
Caitlin's statistics alone should allay any critics because she broke numerous records, including some set by previous MVPs. In just her freshman season, she has demonstrated that she is not only a star but also a game changer with her unrivaled ability to pull up from anywhere on the court, execute impossible passes, and deliver clutch performances.
As Bonner can't hit, Bag Benley the rebound. Here comes Clark, bouncing to Bag Benley, who lays it in.
Fans to be excited about not only tonight but this season. Watch this connection one more time.
Remember that Caitlin's performances are boosting the league overall. Fever Games attendance has increased dramatically, merchandise sales have surged, and sponsors are lining up to work with her. In just 8 months, she has accomplished more for the league than most players have in their entire careers.
6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three. Oop, that is. She missed her first 7 and knocks that one down, and it's a big one.
The WNBA has long battled to maintain its own narratives while simultaneously acknowledging talent. These shortcomings have been shown by Caitlin Clark's ascent. It's not just about basketball, it's about what Caitlin represents. She's young, dynamic, and appealing to a wide audience. The league appears hesitant to fully embrace her, instead clinging to players like A'ja Wilson, whose dominance, while impressive, doesn't resonate with fans in the same way, likely because she lacks Caitlin Clark's technical ability. A'ja's annoyance seems less like a valid criticism and more like a last-ditch effort to hold on to attention that is inherently moving in favor of someone who is just more influential.
Once again, can't get the three-point play. Wilson fighting for the rebound and gets it. And is trying to get some space, but now they're going to take a look as Howard was knocked to the floor.
Although A'ja Wilson is a fantastic player, remarks on Caitlin Clark show more about her fears than their merit. The truth is that Caitlin Clark has permanently altered the WNBA by breaking records, improving her team, and drawing previously unheard-of levels of attention to the league. The hatred and jealousy, what do you think, is A'ja right to criticize Caitlin Clark? Or is this just another instance of jealousy and resistance to change? Let us know in the comments below. Caitlin Clark is not just the WNBA's future, she is its present. Therefore, the league can either embrace that or risk being left behind.